everyone, and welcome to NGW High Voltage. Oh, I've already got the Butcher on here.
Starting off early there.
Yeah, we are.
Well, yeah.
I am the camera guy, and here with me, as always, is NGW head official Scott Cross, and our special guest for this week, the Butcher.
Yeah.
Ha-ha! How's it going, gentlemen?
Going very well, sir, and yourself?
I'm fantastic. You caught me off guard, but here we are.
I caught myself
Yeah,
off
we're
guard.
all caught off guard. Technical Donde must be in controls of the show tonight because
Oh, we already have the infamous Dardar in chat. Butcher!
Ha! Cheers.
Yeah, infamous Dardar, PYT's #1 fan.
No one likes PYT. What is that? What? No one likes them at all.
that's what I've been saying for
Dardar
months.
certainly does.
Sad, sad day for all of us.
Dardar likes to make signs.
Ooh, for PYT?
For everybody, actually. She made a sign for Scott.
Yep.
It wasn't very nice to Scott, but she made a sign for Scott.
Yeah.
Isn't that special?
So, let's go ahead and get right to it here. Butcher, you are here to discuss your career and what you're going to be doing this weekend at MMWA Professional Wrestling down at South Broadway Athletic Club.
Absolutely. It's great to be on the show with you fine gentlemen.
So let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of your accolades. You are 27 years in the business as a pro wrestler. You were trained by Pat Tanaka. You currently wrestle for MMWA, but you have wrestled in a great number of companies, including FTW, RCW, MPW, WPW. You're a former Missouri State champion, many-time tag champion in numerous companies, and you've wrestled in FMW Japan and in England. And a fun fact, Damian Blade is not really a butcher.
No, I'm not. Believe it or not. Well, I do like to butcher my opponents, but when it comes to the finer cuts of meat, not so good.
Yes, you call the ring a slaughterhouse, don't you?
Yes, the South Broadway Slaughterhouse.
So, you've been in the business 27 years. How did you get started?
Well, I mean, I've always been a fan. Hulk Hogan was my favorite wrestler. Rest in peace. Whenever I was like 20 years old, I really got into independent wrestling and seeing the shows around town. So I decided to go see a show, and it was in Pacific, Missouri, down by Six Flags. So I walk into this place that used to be a Walmart, and I'm directed to the very back of this place where they have this ring set up, and I'm like the only paying customer. So I sit there and I watch this show, and I'm like, well, this was interesting. I paid $10 to see this. So as I'm leaving, I hear boots clomping behind me, and it was the wrestling promoter at the time, Frank Reed. And he said, "Sir, have you ever thought about being a pro wrestler?" And I said, "Oh, yes, of course, my whole life." And he's like, "You start next week." So I started my training the next week at Lost Valley Lake Resort. I went and helped set up the ring. And then my first trainer that day was a man by the name of KC Cowboy. The funny part was he was fishing all day long. And when it came time to train me, he still had fish guts all over his fingers. And he put me in a rear chin lock. And I was like, I'm not sure this is for me. But it was.
That's quite an introduction.
Oh, it was very much so. I'm like I had seen this gentleman wrestle. My dad took me to a local show, and I had seen this gentleman wrestle when I was like 14 years old. So I was a little starstruck, but whenever I looked down and looked at his hands and I saw the fish guts, I was like, this is very weird and unique. Like, do I really want to be a part of this? Oh, yes, I do.
We have infamous Dara saying that Lost Valley Lake Resorts is an amazing place. She's been there many times.
Yes, I have a unique story to tell about that place. They do tours once in a while. You'll get a little thing in the mail says you get a free TV, something like that. You've probably seen them, right? So me and my wife were like, let's go. You know, we're not going to buy into this timeshare business, but you know, we'll go get a free TV. So we go down there, and we're walking through the place, and they have all these pictures on the wall of the wrestling, and I'm up there on the wall, and the guy's like, and we have live pro wrestling every year down here, and he's pointing at my picture. I had no idea it was me. It was great. Walked out of there with my free TV anyway.
And we have Jason Heath, the NGW sound engineer, saying, "Hello, Butcher. It's been some time since I last played your entrance music and even taken a picture of you back in the WPW days. Good to see you're still bringing your opponents to the slaughterhouse floor."
Absolutely. Me and Jason Heath go way back. Such a fine person to be around. Just a delight. And I mean, I haven't put him on my kill floor yet because he's so nice.
So, and we have Ariel McNeil with the, was the reaction to the fish guts a source of inspiration for your getup?
No, not at the time. Definitely not. At the time, I'm just like, I wanted to be a pro wrestler so bad. He could have, like, you know, had human waste on his hands. I don't care. Like, I wanted to be a wrestler. So it didn't matter at the time, you know? Like, I was so dead set that, like, that's what I wanted to be. And I remember coming home, and my father kept trying to talk me out of it. He was like, no, you know, you don't want to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I do, because you're the reason I want to do it, because I sat on your lap and watched Hulk Hogan beat the Iron Sheik. So you're the reason I'm obsessed with this. So yeah, like, it was not an inspiration for the Butcher at the time, but many years later is when the Butcher came along.
So how did the Butcher come along?
Well, I used to be called the Unholy One, Damian Blade. And I had an injury, so I took some time off. And I was like, when I was coming back, I'm like, I want to do something different and unique. And at the time, Bray Wyatt had just come out, the old school Bray Wyatt, with the fedora and all that stuff. And I was like, you know, I want to do something different. So that's kind of how it came about. I'm like, I just need something different in my life. And I went and I made my own mask at the time out of leather. And I felt like, I'm not going to lie, I'm not the greatest wrestler in the world. You know, I can't throw a hammerlock into a figure four and all that. I can, but like, it's just not who I am. So I wanted something that I could sell to the fans, and fans could get behind or hate. And at the time, I just really wanted them to hate me. And I was like, this gimmick is going to make money. And I was right. As soon as I put the mask on, it was the moneymaker.
Now we've got Josh Summers saying Damian Blade is the most charismatic in the MMWA.
He's not wrong.
You know what? I think I know who Josh Summers. Josh, are you the guy? I believe that you're the guy at MMWA who every month tells me that I'm the best camera guy in the world.
Probably so. Josh Summers is a very nice man. Oh, I see Jerry Morgan.
And Jerry Morgan saying I brought the best butcher anyone has ever seen.
Here is the deal. I will tell you this, Jerry Morgan. You did bring out something in the Butcher that many haven't seen in a long time, was my actual wrestling ability, because I like to go in there and I just like to beat the living hell out of people. But Jerry Morgan is a wrestler. He calls himself the Shooter. So I was like, let's see if the old man can still wrestle. And guess what? I beat him with a wrestling move.
Jerry Morgan is quite the competitor. Josh, I was sure that was you. I saw the picture. I'm like, I think that's the same gentleman.
Josh Summers has been with me since the very beginning. Such a good fan. He's at all the shows. I can't tell you how he just loves independent wrestling, and I think all the wrestlers are very happy when they're in the ring and they look out in the crowd and they see his face.
Yeah, Yeah, I see him every show, front row, center,
Yes.
right in the center of the front row, right there. It's wonderful. And we have
Every month he's there, and I know he goes to other shows as well. And I'm just here, man. Support independent wrestling. I know I am solely working for MMWA. That's just what I want to do as an individual. But I like to support my friends at other companies. Go and support them because we all put our bodies on the line every Friday, Saturday, Sunday for your enjoyment. And it's nice to have people pay to see you do what you love to do.
Yeah, there are people who go and they call it fake, but go to a show and you see how not fake it really is.
Oh yes.
Taking bumps in the ring, bumping out, even running the ropes, all of it you feel that night and even more the next morning.
I can tell you a story back in 1999, I believe it was. I've been in the business about a year, and I was a little angry at the promoter at the time, and I went out there with, I was a young 21-year-old pup, and I went out there and I was angry, and I jumped off the second rope and I broke my kneecap because I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
I literally broke it right in half. I continued the match. I never went to the hospital. I worked through the injury. I went to my shoot job during the day. And then 3 years later, I'm like, man, this thing still hurts. So I went to the ER, had them look. They're like, yeah, your kneecap was broken in half at one point. So we put our bodies on the line every single weekend. It is not ballet. It is not fake. You can't fake gravity. You can't fake a chair to your back or your head or any of that stuff that we take. It all hurts, and it all hurts for a very long time.
Yeah, Josh Silver saying, we the fans appreciate what you do in the squared circle and put many on your kill floor.
Absolutely. I love my kill floor. I went on a tour today of a studio in St. Louis they do like YouTube stuff, and they had a whole room called the kill floor. I'm like, that's mine.
And we have Justin Savage with hashtag support independent wrestling.
Absolutely. Like I said, I am 100% MMWA because I'm in the twilight of my career. I don't want to travel every weekend. I have everything from a 26-year-old child all the way down to a child who's turning 1 tomorrow. So I'm at the twilight of my career. So I just want to work for MMWA and be happy and all that. But my friends who are still, doing the grind every weekend, I really, really want everyone to just go out and support them and independent wrestling.
We have Dardar say that I was scared of Bertram when I first met him, and when him and Playboy fought, I was very young.
Ooh, how young were you? You're making me sound old.
and we have Donde Estoy in the chat, and he seems to be on point, but a little confused.
Well, that's
Donde
normal.
Estoy would like 2 steaks, please.
Well, you see, you're at the wrong butcher shop, Donde. But if you would like to come to my slaughterhouse, I can whip something up real quick for you. You might not walk out, but someone will get a nice cut of meat.
Is that something you like to see, Scott? Butcher and Donde?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as he's not bothering me, I don't care.
Oh, Scott, you never know what's lurking under your bed.
No, don't say that.
Don't give Donde ideas.
Exactly.
So you mentioned that you don't travel anymore because you're in your twilight of your career, as you put it. But you used to travel quite a bit, including Japan and England.
Correct. Yes. I was trained by former WWF/WWE talent, Pat Tanaka. He was in the Orient Express with Paul Diamond. but they called him Kato, I believe. And he came in for a training seminar, and there was about 20 wrestlers who went through this seminar. And me and my partner were like the only two left standing that weren't throwing up everywhere. So, so he's like, I had this gig over in Japan, and then I had, this extended stay in England, and I would like for you to go with me. So of course I went and got my passport. Went to Japan. I was on. You're going to love the name of this pay-per-view that I was on. FMW Deep Throat.
Oh man.
Yes, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Only in Japan. But yes, I got to share the locker room with Hayabusa, which, God, Hayabusa was one of my favorites. Masato Tanaka. It was such a great experience.
Wow. And then what's the biggest difference between working in the States and working in Japan or England?
Well, in Japan, they take wrestling way more serious than we do here. You arrive, they pick everybody up on the bus. They bring you to the arena. Everybody gets around the ring, and you have to do, I want to say it's 200 squats. You have to do duck walks, bear crawls. I mean, it's a long, drawn out process. It isn't you just go and you wrestle. Everybody works out before the show. So to me, I just believe they take it way more serious over there. I got whenever I went to FMW, it had just started changing from the crazy hardcore stuff, and it's when they started putting entertainment underneath their logo. It's sadly when that man started owing the Japanese mafia a lot of money, and sadly they folded not too long after I went over there. But it was a crazy experience. I got to meet a lot of really neat people. Do you remember Supreme from XPW?
Vaguely, yes.
Yes, he was there. Homeless Jimmy. I bet you'll know this one. Christy Mist. Everybody knows Christy Mist. She was in quite a few movies of the adult style, if you know what I'm saying.
And we have a question from Paris Wrestling. From Pierce Wrestling, I think is how it is. It was, how was Soshiari the boss with you in FMW in 2000?
Well, honestly, I didn't interact with him at all because I spoke no Japanese. Pat Tanaka did all the dealings for me. They wanted me to. The problem was I did the pay-per-view, and they wanted me to stay over and do some stuff with me and my tag team partner. Do some stuff with Supreme and Homeless Jimmy and stuff like that. But I had already booked my trip to England to do a tour over there, so I couldn't stay. So I went to England, and England by far was one of the funnest places I've ever wrestled. Even though I wrestled almost the same exact match every night, it was in these wonderful, beautiful places, these halls over there that are just like, you see like the Beatles had played and stuff like that. It was so cool. It wasn't like in a high school gym or, anything like we do over here. It was these beautiful places, these auditoriums. And it was just a really neat experience.
Paris is also asking, did Hayabusa, Koto Fuyuki, Basso Tanaka, Guido, and Jado give you any advice?
Well, I wrestled Gedo and Jado. And Kaori Nakayama was the female in the match. It was a six-man tag team championship. And it's one of those things like there was really not a lot said. Like most of the stuff went through Pat Tanaka. Like even just rehearsing, doing that type of thing. And there wasn't a lot of communication, I would say. I didn't really hang out with them or anything like that. You have to remember, I was a very young man when I went over there. I was, 2000. I was in my early 20s. So, if I would have done things differently, and I would say in my 30s went over there, I would have been a total different, animal, I would say, because I would have been inquisitive, and I would have, you know, and went out with the boys afterwards and stuff. But in my 20s, I was scared to death. That was the first time I'd ever been on an airplane, and it was like a 16-hour trip over there. So, I was a little country boy from a little country town, and flying over there, I was just like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
And we have Jason Heaths with you have a storied career that many an indie wrestler would dream of having, including having worked in Japan. Is there a wrestler that you have fought against that pushed you to your limit physically and maybe even mentally?
Well, I would say this is probably twofold. Let's go mentally first. Whenever I was in England, I wrestled the Bushwhackers. And they will push you mentally because even if they've never met you, they've wrestled you 10,000 times in their mind. So whatever they're like, hey, we're going to do what we did, last year with you. I'm like, sir, we've never met. And he's like, oh, don't worry, we'll take care of you. I'm like, oh boy. And this is after he's like 12 beers deep. But they did take care of me anyway. But it was a little scary experience. So mentally, that was that. But physically pushing me to my limits, I would say anytime I'm in the ring with Ricky Cruz, I'm always pushed to my limits because he has me thinking and doing stuff that I wouldn't normally think of to do. To me, he is one of the most underrated talents that we have in the St. Louis area, who's done he's done everything, but he's just not vocal about it. I mean, here's the guy that he had WWE tryouts, he had this, he had that, and I think if people really sat down and picked his brain, you would know that he's very wise to the business, and he will push you to your physical limits inside the ring.
Yes,
Ricky Cruz. I have sat in the back in many locker rooms with Ricky Cruz, and he is one who will readily share his knowledge with you. Even me, the camera guy, he will share his knowledge on ring psychology with me.
Yes.
And we had Ricky Cruz on a while back, and to get to hear the story and where he's been and all the stuff he's accomplished, and being a referee in the ring with Ricky, you never know what you're going to expect. At one NGW show, we ended up doing a push-up contest during the main event after the bell had rang, all because Ricky wanted to do a push-up contest. So you never know what you get with Ricky, but
you never know.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal athlete in the ring.
Well, and Ricky Cruz was the gentleman who pulled me aside, and whenever we first met, and he goes, "Why do you not have anything out on the merch table?" And I'm like, I don't know, I haven't thought about it. And he's like, "Well, with your gimmick, you can make a lot of money." And if it wasn't for Ricky Cruz, I would have never even thought about that. So he has a lot of knowledge, not only how to wrestle, but how to make money in this business as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and you have, I've told you before, you have some of the most unique shirts that I've seen at shows.
Absolutely. I like to keep a rotation of new things coming, especially because I stay in one company, and people come down, they bought one shirt, they're not going to buy the same shirt. So you have to keep a constant rotation of new things to keep selling to people. And I just, it'll hit me. I'll be watching a TV show or something, and I'm like, that's my next shirt. I love that.
And we have Dardar with a question for you. Would you want to face Playboy again?
I can honestly say that I never want to see him again. No, I'm just kidding. No, Playboy has been one of my greatest rivalries over my years. You talk about another guy that's very underrated, and that's Playboy Double H. I don't like PYT. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like Virgil Holmes, and I don't like Miss Herpes. I mean, Nikki Monroe. But I can tell you this: when it comes to putting butts in the seats, That's what PYT does, because people dislike them so much. They want to come and see them get their butts kicked. And I love them for that because they put butts in seats. But Playboy Double H is very underrated. To me, he's one of the top workers that we have in this area.
Yeah, and Playboy has been, stirring up some trouble since he's come into MMWA lately.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Matter of fact, this Saturday, I think he's caused all the trouble that he can handle.
Yeah, because he's going up against Remy George and Tony Costa, the promoter of MMWA.
When you make the boss so mad that he pulls out a pair of tights and he's like, I'm going to wrestle you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Costaldi doesn't have any background in wrestling other than his uncle was one of the greatest wrestlers in this area. But I just feel bad for Playboy because he's going to get hurt. Because whenever you make a father mad like he did, he's talked about this man's children. Playboy, I feel bad for you. You may not walk out of South Broadway this Saturday.
Yeah, he's I like Playboy and PYT because they are very photogenic, but I think they've stepped in it this time.
Oh, they most definitely have. And looks like Remy George. I mean, what a great tag team partner that Mr. Costaldi has picked. I wish he would have picked me, but next in line would be Remy George. I mean, the fans love this guy, and man, I feel really bad for Virgil and Playboy and Miss Herpes. I mean, Miss Monroe.
We have Jerry Morgan in the comments saying, of course.
Listen, Jerry. Listen. I gave you your props earlier. What else do you want from me? You pushed me to my limits in a wrestling match, but I beat you with a wrestling hold. So you may not be the shooter anymore. Maybe I'll call myself the shooter.
Well, I think Jerry wants us to talk about what he's going to be doing this weekend.
Oh, well, that's easy. We can talk about that.
Jerry's going to be going up against Jared Meyer, the formerly known as Fro the Ghost, and the Hitman Deontay 808.
Absolutely. And here's a fun fact. Everyone in that graphic right there have been on my kill floor. But, I mean, if you ask me who I'm going to pick in this match, I mean, that's a tough call. But I will say who has a bright future is Deontay 808. Have you watched this guy wrestle?
I have, yes. I've been very impressed with him.
Absolutely. And then Jared Meyer, who I still want to call Frodo the Ghost. He was with our group at one time, The Reckoning, with me and Cayman. Such a great wrestler himself. And then, of course, we have Jerry Morgan. But I give Jerry Morgan his props. He's a good wrestler, and it's going to be a great match. But if you had to ask me, Butcher, you're going to put money on this match, who's going to win? I'm going to put my money on Jared, Mr. Frodo himself.
Why is that?
Because I believe he will stop at nothing in MMWA to put his name back on the map, his new name, his real name, I guess you should say, because he wants that junior heavyweight championship, and I don't blame him.
So I got an interesting little fact about Jerry from last month at MMWA Independence, because you beat him with a wrestling hold.
I sure did.
And one of the many wrestling holds that you employed quite successfully was good old-fashioned chokehold.
Absolutely.
And as you had Jerry Morgan in the chokehold, and he was trying to get his foot over the rope so that you'd be forced to break, do you know what he did?
Let me guess. He kicked your camera.
He kicked me in the face.
That doesn't surprise me. I bet he did it on purpose.
No, I don't think it was on purpose. He was just really wanting to get out of that wrestling hold you put him in.
Well, that's probably true. He's like, how did this guy with this ugly pig mask on, how did he learn to wrestle? Well, I mean, I wasn't always just a butcher, Jerry Morgan. I I was taught by Pat Tanaka, so like I have to have a little bit of wrestling skill.
And Jerry's saying that these guys don't have a chance.
Oh, Jerry. Jerry. We'll see Saturday, I guess. But you got two gentlemen in there with you in that ring who's going to make you work hard for that victory.
Yeah, we got Josh Summers saying, hard to stop the deranged one, Jared.
That's very true. Like I said, he has a goal in mind, and once a man has a goal in mind, it's hard to stop him.
Jerry's insisting that he doesn't realize that. I don't think y'all realize the danger they're in.
Well, you told me the same thing, Jerry, and look what happened.
And we also have Alex Steele dropping in the comments here saying it's been too long. Glad to see the Butcher is doing well.
Mr. Steele, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a very long time.
Alex Steele won half of the NGW Tag Team Champions.
Maybe he needs another trip to my kill floor as well.
That'd be fun to see.
I like Mr. Steele. We've wrestled each other before. So maybe so. You never know what the future holds.
And we have Reinhard the Hooligan in the comments, wondering what the hell is that thing. This is the Butcher, who your associate DK Dirk Coulthard is actually very familiar with.
Yes. And if you don't know who I am, where have you been, under a rock?
We have Alex Steele saying,
is right. It could happen. You never know. I may be on a retirement tour soon. Like, I've only have 2 years left. When I hit 50, I'm done.
Oh. And we have, one other thing we got going on this week is, Ryder the Hooligan's teammate in the Great Heathen Army, DK, is going to be taking on Slammer.
Yes. And you know who I pick in this one? My fellow Hulkamaniac himself, Slammer. Another one that has something to prove. I mean, your hero just died 2 weeks ago, so you've got to come out and you've got to give everything you have, right? So I feel sorry for you, DK.
Yeah, DK is going to have a tough time in that match, I have to say.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, Alex Steele saying, if I recall, I wasn't on the kill floor long, but more than happy to run it back.
Well, it doesn't matter how long you're on the kill floor, as long as you were on the kill floor, Alex Steele.
And then of course, we talked a little bit about Ricky Cruz earlier. He's actually going to be taking on Sean Blaze this weekend.
Yes, I think we're playing this one back. I think a few months ago, these guys had a match, and people underestimate Mr. Blaze. He is a solid wrestler. I have a little score to settle with him, though, because the last time I wrestled Mr. Blaze, I put him on my kill floor, and then I turned my back on him, and then he left me laying after the match. So, watch your back, Mr. Blaze, because I tell you this, you don't do that to the Butcher. It happens once. It'll never happen again. Mark my word.
That's a little ominous there.
Absolutely. And he's wrestling my brother, Ricky Cruz. So you never know what will happen, do you, Mr. Blaze? You may have stepped into a big pile that you cannot step out of.
Yeah, see, that happened, you and Sean went at Fallout a couple months back.
Yes, we did. And he proclaimed himself the new monster of MMWA, but I'm still here. So I'm still the monster at MMWA, Mr. Blaze. And you're going to wrestle my brother Ricky Cruz this Saturday. And I can tell you, he's going to school you like you've never been schooled before.
Something interesting. I was just looking back at my database here. And within the last 6 months, you have faced off against everybody who's involved in that number one contenders match.
Correct. Absolutely. And I have a championship in mind that I want so bad I can taste it.
Yeah, because you're going to be going up against JSO.
Yes.
For the Tony Costa Legacy Championship.
Oh, yes. You talk about stepping into it. JSO. You see, I don't know if you've seen the little promo videos that he's done the last several days, but he found some homeless man. He went to MMWAshop.com or whatever and got one of my masks and put it on a homeless guy, gave him $20 in a Big Mac and said, hey, cut a promo with me. Well, listen, JSO. I thought it was kind of funny, yes, the first video. But now, after seeing all three, I just want you to know that you're not walking out of my slaughterhouse Saturday. You see, there was one championship that I want so bad I can taste it in MMWA, and that's that Tony Costa Legacy Championship, because it means something to me. It doesn't mean anything to you, JSO, because you spit all over it. As soon as you won it, you proclaimed yourself a Castaldi. Well, I knew Tony Costa, and I want to hold that championship out of respect for him. You just wanted to take a shot at the family. Well, let me tell you something, JSO. This Saturday, I'm walking out with that belt.
You know, he also got a little bit of cake to the face last month, too.
A little bit, yes. Yes, and he deserved it, correct?
Yeah, with what he was saying right there, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So, yes, this Saturday, I plan on becoming champion. So he's standing in my way. He can make fun of my mask and all this stuff and these stupid videos all he wants. I don't care. Because whenever he steps into my slaughterhouse down there at South Broadway, guess what? He's never going to walk out the same.
We have Just Savage saying that it's an absolutely stacked card.
It is, absolutely. I mean, from top to bottom, it's great. And let's not forget we have Zulu versus the Muddy Mauler. That's going to be that's going to be a high flying match in itself. To me, that may steal the show. Zulu, I wrestled him not too long ago for the first time ever, and I can tell you this young man has so much talent, and so does Muddy Mauler. So I can see this being the one that everybody's standing around and watching, and I'm talking about the boys upstairs, because they're going to put on one heck of a performance. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and, you know, Zulu part of the Dog Pound.
Yes, I'm still a little confused about the Dog Pound because me and Moondog are pretty good friends, but like it seems like something isn't going right up there. I'm not sure what's going on.
And his partner is going to actually be going up against Flamin' Freddie Fury.
Okay, now here's one. This has piqued my interest for sure. When I saw the flyer for this, I was like, did Freddie Fury step on the scale with just 1 foot? I mean, this is for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Have you seen Freddie Fury? There's nothing junior about him. He weighs at least 400 pounds.
I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go that far?
No.
You don't think he's like a super heavyweight?
No. Maybe normal heavyweight.
Okay, but nonetheless, he is not a junior heavyweight. The only thing junior about him is when he goes and gets a junior whopper. I mean, let's just fix facts. I mean, he literally had to just like put half of his body on the scale to make weight for this.
Jerry Morris say making a mockery of the championship I made relevant.
Listen, Jerry, you made nothing relevant at all. I mean, you steal, Jerry Springer's tagline with Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. So listen, yeah, you don't even get Jerry beads. You don't give them out. There's all kinds of beautiful women in the crowd. I never see you throw your Jerry beads out. So don't tell me you've made anything relevant. Until I see Jerry beads in the audience and on these good-looking women, then you haven't done anything.
Yeah, Josh saying that Ricky's gonna chop Blaze back to the circle of hell.
Ooh, circle of hell! Oh my gosh! Wow, Josh Summers, I didn't know you had it in you.
All right, we have Donde in the chat saying he helped weigh Fury. He wrote his weight down correct.
Listen, that could be the problem. You see, Like, what would you weigh him in? Like kilos? What are we talking here? Because like, did you go to Burger King and just get a Whopper Junior and put on the scale and just wrap it in some little pink stuff and say, "Oh, that's Freddie Fury"? Is that what you did, Donde? Because that's what it sounds like. Because there's no way this guy is made weight.
I think
Like,
Donde just guesses.
oh, he's like that guy at the carnival, huh?
Yeah, he's just like, you're fine.
Eh,
You're good.
Donde said he weighed 5.
He weighed 5. That sounds about right. So next time I go to the carnival, I'm going to look for you, Donde. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that little sledgehammer that they have that you hit, and it shows how strong you are. And I'm going to hit you with that because you may be insane.
Well, that's been proven.
Donde, I think Donde's just confused about a lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the commission at MMWA may be confused. There's something wrong with their scale.
Well, Donde thinks he's the cameraman.
He is not. He is not. He's trying to do identity theft is what he's trying to do.
Well, yes, I wait. I've never seen you two in the same room together.
We have been in the same room together, and he has dressed up like me, proclaiming to be the camera guy.
But I've never seen you together. You got me thinking. How much Spanish do you know, cameraman?
Donde doesn't know any Spanish.
Well, that's obvious. He doesn't know English either. That not nice?
See, there he goes again, saying that you are not the camera guy, Donde.
I am camera guy. Well, I mean, that is a photo, and this is a real-life video, so what kind of wool are you pulling over our eyes, cameraman?
You're having too much fun now.
Oh, man, I am. Anytime Donde gets on here, you never know what Donde's gonna,
Donde's saying he doesn't speak Spanish, which... I have heard Donde saying that he wants to do the Spanish commentary for NGW, though, but I don't know how that's going to work out.
Now, did you hear him say that, or did you say that?
No,
how many masks do you have, cameraman? How many masks?
Furman about it.
Listen, I'm getting to the root of this issue. You see, cameraman, I think you are Donde.
No, I am not Donde.
I believe you are.
No, I am not Donde. Donde is not the camera guy. Donde is Donde, and I am the camera guy.
I'm going to do some investigating. This just doesn't sound right to me.
I mean, all right, so but Donde was at Wrestling for a Cure while I was at MMWA.
Well, I don't know if you watched any of the WWE product lately, but that seems to be a thing. You can be here and be there, be everywhere. So, cameraman, don't tell me. Don't tell me for 1 second that, I was at MMWA, but he was at Wrestling for a Cure.
Well,
but really?
That one I can verify because I was at Wrestling for a Cure and Donde Estoy was there. So,
are you Donde then?
No, I am Donde's keeper, I guess. I don't know how I got picked into this, but I just throw stuff outside and he plays in the yard, and I don't know.
Well, it's obvious because you do a podcast together.
Yeah.
So yes, you are each other's keeper. One of you is Donde.
All right, Infamous Dardar is making a very good point that one has a mask and one doesn't. I don't have a mask.
Well, one of them has a mask and one of them needs a mask. But here's the interesting thing. You see, maybe cameraman is Donde without the mask, and then maybe Donde is cameraman when he don't have the mask on.
I mean,
you see, you're smiling, and that makes me think I'm onto something.
Yeah, but the Wrestling for a Cure match where you can clearly see Donde wrestling against his former tag team partner Savage is up on the NGW YouTube page.
But where were you?
Getting kicked in the face by Jerry Morgan.
But really, was that you?
It was, and I have Josh Summers in the comments saying that he saw the cameraman at MMWA.
I don't remember seeing you that night.
And we have Alex Steele saying that Donde surprised me with some decent wrestling, and I don't wrestle decently.
Well, I mean, do you wrestle indecently?
No, I get thrown out of the ring by Savage rather quickly.
I'm pretty sure I heard some chuckling in the background over that one.
Yeah.
It sounds like an indecent proposal, doesn't it?
And we have Dardar saying that she's not bored anymore. She's very satisfied with what's going on.
Oh, that's what we're here for. We're here to satisfy the masses.
Yep.
And to find out who Donde is. And I'm pretty sure I know.
And we got Reinar chiming in with Scott doesn't count. He's an idiot.
Oh, it's just Reinar.
Listen, I don't think Scott's an idiot at all. Maybe a moron, but not an idiot.
Yeah, a little bit, you know.
I'm just kidding. But you may be the other Donde. How many Dondes are there?
That's a good question.
There's just one.
That we know
Although
of.
I have heard rumors about a mini Donde running around.
So she's pregnant.
Kidnapped that baby once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We could dive off the deep end on this now. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yes. But it's okay, Donde. I mean, cameraman.
I guess one of these days we're gonna have to get Donde on the show as a guest, so that way we can satisfy that I am not Donde and Scott is not Donde.
Maybe Donde is Chad Gable.
Could be, you know.
Well, we do have Josh Summers saying so. The local entrance Americano of the Midwest.
I mean, Donde and Chad Gable have very similar body structures.
Oh, God. Oh. Nowadays, Americano of the Midwest. I like that.
Cheers, Josh. Cheers.
Oh, we have Peggy Minder in the chat saying, hi, guys. Hi, Peggy.
Peggy! She's one of my favorites of all times. She's such a great person.
Yeah, recent inductee into the Independent St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Absolutely, and she deserves it. Her and her husband are at all the shows. They go to all the independent shows in the area, and man, whenever I see them in the crowd, I instantly get a smile on my face. And when you're the butcher, that's not a good thing. Whenever you're walking to the ring, whenever you see someone you like, you're like, hey, and they're like, oh, is he going to put me on the kill floor? No, I just like you a little bit.
We have Infamous Dara with a hashtag, thank you, Peggy Minder.
Yes. Cheers, Peggy.
And we have Josh Summers in the comments with maybe Donde is Jerry Morgan.
Well, that's a very distinct possibility.
I've never seen Donde and Jerry Morgan in the ring together. I've never seen them in the same place.
You know, you are correct. But I've never seen you and Donde in the same room together either. You see, this is what happens whenever you're like, hey, Butcher, let's do a podcast on a Thursday night. Why don't you grab some whiskey? You get the best butcher you could ever have.
Well, you know, if we're getting the best butcher, then now I think is probably the time for us to play a little game.
Oh, I like. Is this The Price is Right? Is it Jeopardy? What are we playing?
Oh, no, it's a little game that we like to call
That looks painful.
Therapy. Now, the way that shock therapy works, for anybody new, is we're going to ask our guest butcher 3 multiple choice questions. If he gets 2 out of the 3 right, he will win a prize, which will be a signed show poster for one of our live viewers. And you know what? This week, Butcher, you are going to be playing for Josh Summers.
Oh, Josh, I hope I do good for you, sir.
Now, we like to tailor the questions to our guests. Hopefully on a subject that they will know a whole lot about.
Okay.
Now, we like to, you're not a butcher, you do carry a hog's head to the ring.
Correct, yes.
And you have a little bit of a hog mask, so we figure you probably know quite a bit about pigs.
Somewhat, yes.
So, we're going to ask you questions about famous pigs.
Oh, I like this already.
All right. And you just have to get 2 out of the 3 right to win that signed poster for Josh. Are you ready?
I am more than ready.
All right. Your first question. Who was the famous pig from Charlotte's Web? Was it A, Ham Solo, B, Pork Chop McGee, C, Wilbur, or D, Kevin Bacon Jr.?
Hold on. It's definitely Kevin Bacon Jr.
Are you sure?
95%.
All right, you have selected D, Kevin Bacon Jr.
Oh!
Oh, and I'm sorry, it was actually Wilbur.
Are you sure it wasn't Donde?
I don't know. Hey, Donde, was it Donde?
Oh, God.
Wait a second. How are you and you on here live together?
Donde is muted.
Donde, you have no.
I can't prove that I'm not Donde.
Is that Donde or Mr. Iguana?
It could be.
It
You never
could
know.
be.
Donde, you have to unmute, or Butcher is just going to say this was a pre-recorded video.
It is. I'm telling you, it was.
Oh, he almost got it. There we go. You had it.
Okay.
There we go. There he is.
Donde.
Hello,
you
Donde.
there? We can't hear Donde.
Oh, there he is.
He knows speak English.
Donde, we can hear you now.
Yes, he said it.
Hello, Donde.
Hello, Mr. Butcher.
Listen, can you tell me your real name?
¿Dónde estoy?
Are you sure you're not the cameraman?
I am camera guy.
No, I am the
Yeah,
camera
I
guy, Donde.
I just
You are
called
done.
in. I has question.
So, I have a question, Donde.
Okay.
And this is going to clear everything up. 2 questions. First question, what kind of camera do you use?
Polaroid.
A Polaroid. That's exactly what I saw you using at the last MMWA show, camera guy. A Polaroid. As a matter of fact, you sent them in the mail to me.
No, I use a Nikon.
No. You sent me a bunch of
Can't use
Polaroids.
that
Now, here's the deal. Those Polaroids you sent me, I cannot show on this podcast because they're disgusting. But that was you with the Polaroid camera.
I just called in because I has question.
I have another question.
Donde? Oh,
But
Where
my
were
question-
you last Thursday at 7 p.m. whenever
don't remember.
What?
I don't remember.
Get off of this podcast, Donde. There is something wrong with you. You see, this is all AI. That's it. Camera guy,
I
this
just
is
ask question and then I go.
this is AI.
no.
Is
What's
Preacher
your
going to
question?
be on this show?
Don't say it, Donde.
No, he.
Preacher
not.
is not going to be on this show.
Donde. Stop.
No.
Where can I see Preacher?
Oh, my. Why do you always do that?
Wait a second. Where did you find the preacher from, like, the Unforgiven or Tombstone?
That is Preacher, the current NGW Lightning Division champion.
I kind of like this guy. I'd like to meet him.
We have a little thing. If you say he's kind of like our Beetlejuice. If you say his name 3 times, he appears.
What if you say the butcher's name 3 times?
I don't know, and I don't know if I want to find out.
Now, even let's roll it back a little bit. What if you say camera guy's name 3 times? Does he turn into Donde?
No.
I don't think so.
Suspicious.
At least not yet.
At least
very, very suspicious.
All right, so let's try and get back to our game. You didn't get the first one right, but you still have 2 other chances to win that signed poster for Josh.
Let's do it.
All right. Second question. What catchy tune did Homer Simpson sing as he walked his pig on the ceiling? Was it A, Oinky in the Sky with Bacon, B, Spider Pig, C, Ceiling Hog Blues, or D, I Believe I Can Swine?
I really like Oinky in the Sky with Bacon because I'm a big Beatles fan. But I don't think it was that one, so I'm going to cross that one off the list immediately. But I Believe I Can Swine. That's a good one. But I don't think that's... Yeah, it's really catchy, but I don't think that's it either. So it comes down between B and C. I may need to call and phone a friend, but if I had to take a guess, I'm going to say Spider Pig does whatever a spider does.
You went with Spider Pig?
Look out, it's Spider Pig! Of course it's Spider Pig. That was a good movie.
Very famous line.
Josh, I see. I'm 1 for 1. Wait, no. 1 for 2, Josh.
All right, so missed one, got one right. You have to get this next one right to win that signed poster for Josh.
Okay, all right. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, your third question. Who is the famous pig who starred in Warner Brothers cartoons with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck? Was it A, Porky Pig, B, Sir Snorts-a-Lot, C, Professor Hamhock, or D, the Baconator?
Well, let me narrow it down a little bit. Sir Snorts-a-Lot, I'm pretty sure I knew that guy in my early 20s in the locker room. I don't think that was him. Let's see. Professor Hamhock. No, don't think that's it. The Baconator. This is the Baconator says, I'll be back. But I don't think it's the bacon. But even though I do like a good Baconator, those are really good. Yes.
Yes.
But I want to say it's probably my ex-wife, Porky Pig. Oh, you must have seen her too, huh?
You're going with A, Porky Pig?
That's all, folks. That's what I said every time she got undressed.
I think you've got everybody with that one. Neil asking, not Miss Piggy?
Well, I didn't like calling her Miss Piggy because Miss Piggy had a beautiful hourglass figure. Porky Pig, not so much.
You got Darnar cracking up, too.
I can't lie. Like, she kind of... Have you ever seen the movie Meet the Feebles?
Feebles? No.
Meet the Feebles. It's Peter Jackson's first movie. And it's a spoof of the Muppets. She kind of reminds me of the leading lady in that. You'll go look up the movie. You'll be like, oh, I get it. Don't watch it around children, though.
We have Jimmy Harris. You're asking what the hell?
Jimmy Harris, I love you. How are you? I may have had a little too much whiskey, Jimmy.
Oh, but you got 2 out of 3 right, so you have won that side poster for Josh Summers.
Josh, I knew I'd come through for you. See, my ex-wife came through for you. But she did that for lots of wrestlers.
Oh. And we have Herb Simmons saying, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Herb.
Herb, good to see you, sir. And I would use the term gentleman very loosely on this podcast. I don't know if you've heard the last 30 minutes, but it's gone downhill really fast.
Oh,
Yes, of course, this is when Herb comes in. Whenever I'm at my worst.
Oh my god.
oh man.
The hippo from Meet the Feebles.
Yes! You've seen Meet the Feebles. That is the greatest movie ever. And I can't believe you two have never seen that movie.
I have not. Darcy is making her back hurt.
Right now, when we're done with this podcast, you've got to get online and get that movie and watch it. It will change your life forever.
I will watch it and report back to you on Saturday.
Well, I'm gonna have to have something to do tonight at work, so I'm probably gonna find it and watch it tonight. So
make sure no one else is around.
oh man.
Oh my.
Oh goodness.
Oh. Are saying to stop making her laugh, but we like to have fun on this show.
Look, who is Dardar?
BYT's #1 fan.
Dardar. Do I know Dardar?
I believe you've seen her at some of the MMWA shows.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to have to figure out who this is.
Ah. Oh, she's saying that she's not going to be there at this next upcoming one.
Well, that's just not going to work for me.
You're going to miss a good time, Dardar. It's just Savage said it's going to be a stacked card.
It is a stacked card, and we're at back to school time, and it's the hot summer months down at the South Broadway Slaughterhouse. You don't want to miss this card. It's going to be great.
Dardar saying maybe I'll convince someone to let me go. Yeah, bring Benny along with you, Dardar.
Well, listen, who do I have to convince to bring you there? Is it Donde? I can convince him. Listen, camera guy, take off the mask. Take Dardar to the show. It'll be fine.
No, I already got a full car.
You got a full car full of Polaroids in the back. Getting ready to mail them to the butcher.
They're saying the mask stays on.
My mask is always on. Ask my wife. She gets irritated by it. She's like, I better shut up.
We got Ryder saying if Benny goes to a show, it's a heathen's appearance.
Well, I like heathens. I'm a heathen. I'm also Donde in disguise. We're all Donde, apparently.
We're all Donde.
Yes, every one of us is
like
Donde.
It's Spartacus, which
yes.
is Donde, and we all just stand up and go, I am Donde.
I am Donde.
Oh, my goodness.
Too much fun.
Oh, yes.
Well, gotta have fun, because you're going to have a fun weekend if you come down to MMWA.
Yes, absolutely. This Saturday, doors open at 6, bell time 7. We have $2 draft beers. we have mixed drinks, we have Gus's pretzels, we have all kinds of merchandise there. We have the best looking ladies in the audience you will ever find because they came from the bar up the street and they're all dressed provocatively. It's great. Okay, so
And don't forget the popcorn.
don't forget, yes, the popcorn. Yes, Mama Butcher talks about the popcorn all the time. She's like, it's so nice. I love their popcorn. Like I haven't had their popcorn, but Mama Butcher eats it all the time.
It's good popcorn.
It is. I guess. I don't know. She eats it before I get there.
Yeah, at intermission while I'm trying to relax and rehydrate, my wife's just standing there eating the popcorn. I'm like, I want some popcorn.
No, absolutely. Yes, yes. You're bringing her Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Because she'll tell me if you're really Donde or not.
I'm not really Donde.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm going to find out Saturday, guaranteed.
I am not Donde. Oh crap.
I'll know exactly when you wear the mask and everything. I'll ask her all the questions. She'll be like, he gets out of the shower, he has a towel on and the Donde mask every night. Everyone pictured that, didn't they? Yes, I sure did.
Oh. We have Herb say, happy wife, happy life, Butcher.
Oh, that is so true. Yes. Herb has been married for many years, so you got to take that man's advice when it comes to that. Like, always got to make sure the wife is happy. Like that whole happy spouse, happy house. No, it's happy wife, happy life. Because I can tell you, like, there are times where I'm like, yeah, happy spouse, happy house. And then she gives me the look. And it goes right back to happy wife, happy life, because I'm pretty sure she could put me on her kill floor.
So there was one last thing I wanted to ask you about before we sign off for the night. That was something that you brought up to me previously at one of the shows, in that when you were wrestling over in England, the ring size was 12 feet, right?
Correct. They used to have one of those, I don't know what you call those vans that, like, I call them creeper vans. You know what I'm saying? And it was 6-foot sections. So they would take a 6-foot section, put it in the back of it, and it was 12 by 12 ring. So those things were very hard to work in, because not only could the ropes, you couldn't get real tight on them or anything, but like a man my size who, at the time, in my early 20s, I was pushing 6'4". And so you take 6'4", and you take your opponent who's 6 foot, and you got over 12 feet, right? Yeah. So you cannot go from rope to rope. If you're doing a suplex, you had to go literally from turnbuckle to turnbuckle. So it was very hard to work. And tag matches, those were the worst, because like the guy would be reaching for the hot tag, his hand would be right in the middle of the ring. It was terrible. Like it was very hard to work in, but like it was very easy for them to transport.
Yeah, that's just something that kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, it was a different beast over there, much different. I wrestled. Do you know who Robbie Brookside is? He was the trainer at NXT for several years. His daughter, I think Zia Brookside, wrestles. I wrestled him probably at least every other night while I was over there, and such a great wrestler. Yeah, amazing person. I'm not sure he still works with the talent down there or not, or if he went back to England, but yeah, I mean, he taught me a lot while I was over there.
Yeah, that was just something that was a very interesting fact to me. I don't think very many people know that over here.
No, I don't think many people know that it's a 12-foot ring. I think we're spoiled for 16-footers over here. I wrestled in a 20-foot ring at one time, and that was like even worse, because like it was like going cross country to get to the other ropes, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. But the guy made it, and he's like, this is built to standards by which the state of Missouri has put forth, and I'm like, then how come everybody else has a 16 or 18-foot ring? It literally made no sense to me, but I wrestled in it, and it was very uncomfortable.
Oh, but Butcher, I cannot thank you enough for coming on here tonight, talking about your career and helping to promote the show this Saturday for MMWA.
I thank you, and like I said, support independent wrestling. It means a lot to me. Go to the NGW shows, go to SICW, go to IWA. There's so many great promotions in this area that these guys work really hard for, and the promoters work hard promoting the shows as well. So I just challenge you, if you're you love professional wrestling, whether it's MMWA or any of the other companies, just go support those wrestlers. Many of them are my friends. I consider them brothers, and they put their bodies on the line, and the promoters put their money on the line. So support independent wrestling, but definitely come out and support MMWA this Saturday. Because I am going to put JSO on my kill floor.
Yeah, and I wish you the best of luck in that match, Butcher.
I don't need luck. I'm the Butcher.
All right, but I will see you Saturday. Thank you again for joining us.
Well, thank you, Scott, and thank you, Donde. It was very nice of you having me on your podcast, and I look forward to that next round of Polaroids in the mail.
All right, they're not going to be Polaroids, but I will see you Saturday.
See you Saturday.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was fun, Scott.
Yeah. I mean, Butcher is convinced that you are Donde Estoy, but, I've seen the two of you in the same room. You're not Donde Estoy,
You've
but...
seen us taking pictures of each other.
Well, I don't know if he was taking pictures. He was taking pictures of the floor.
He was trying to take pictures.
He was trying to take pictures.
But I could not say any better than Butcher. Go out, support independent wrestling, because we've got this Saturday MMWA Annihilation at the South Broadway Athletic Club in St. Louis.
Yep.
And then, of course, next week, what's going on, Scott?
Next week we got NGW Scorch Earth. We
Yeah,
return
we
to Muscuda, Illinois at the Lou Civic Center. I cannot wait. We're like 9 days away from Scorch Earth. I mean, I know you're going to be at MMWA this weekend. Unfortunately, I will not be there this weekend, but I will be next weekend. I will be at NGW. So
let's do a real quick rundown here. We're going to be having Reinhardt versus LBK round 2, a no count out, no disqualification match.
I mean, these two, been going back and forth on social media, continue what they started, but when they first entered the ring together, now this time no count out, no disqualification. This is the fight that they won. They're going to get it at Scorch Earth.
Yeah, and then of course, we can say his name now, but
yes.
We're going to be having the Lightning Division Championship match with Jerry Morgan going against Preacher.
Jerry Morgan.
Jerry Morgan might be coming into this as a number 1 contender.
Yeah, he might. I don't know. It's these two. This is gonna be a fight. With the gospel. The number of games is gonna play a factor, but I don't think that's gonna slow Jerry Morgan down, because he's a belt collector. He's going around collecting belts, and he's looking to capture that Lightning Division title.
Yeah, I mean, come on. He is the current Ignite Outburst champion.
Yes. He's the current IWA light heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he's got number 1 contenders match this weekend. And then next weekend, he's going after the Lightning Division. He's going to have so much gold strapped over him, potentially.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yes, definitely.
And we're going to be having Lightning Division action for Logan Ridge taking on the returning Shrapnel.
Yes, Shrapnel has made his return at IWA, but, this is the first time we're going to have Shrapnel back at NGW in over a year. So it's going to be nice to have Shrapnel back. And, this one, Logan Ridge and Shrapnel, these two have fought each other all over this area, and they're no strangers to each other. So with the Lightning Division, possibly a Lightning Division title in the future with these two, they're going to give everything they can in this match.
You have a great night too, Jimmy. And we're going to be having Chris Cade taking on Ricky Cruz.
This one is, a little different because it is, Chris Cade got his starts with being trained by Ricky Cruz. Ricky Cruz had to help in his training, so it's almost teacher versus student in this one. But, Ricky Cruz and Chris Cade, known each other for a while, and, Chris Cade just coming back, had a shot at, the heavyweight title wrestling for a cure, and now he's back, and now he's, this is going to be a match between him and Ricky Cruz. I cannot wait for this one.
Yeah, they were supposed to tag at Melee and Muscuda 3 together until Chris was attacked by somebody.
Somebody that we can't clarify who it was, but we have an idea of who it was.
Yeah, there's a little bit of evidence pointing to who that may have been, but we're also going to be having a second chance match. Cassandra Golden taking on Nyx.
Yeah, yes. That one, Nyx got a second chance. She was the one who got, the second chance too, but now Cassandra Golden is getting it. After that little interference from the Gospel of Damnation cost Cassandra Golden the match, and surprise, surprise, Jason Halbert came out and made this match, and gave Cassandra Golden this second chance.
Yeah, right there on the spot.
Yeah, so.
And then we're going to be having some tag team action, the NGW Tag Team Championship. PYT, consisting of Marco Hendricks and Tobias Storm. You're going to be taking on the fam of Marcellus Knight and Alex Steele, who's been poking around in the comments there.
Yeah.
Is, Tobias actually got a little bit of a pinfall over Alex Steele at Melee and Muscuda 3, so it was decided that PYT has earned a shot at the championship.
Yeah, dude's a little side trick that I didn't get to see, but yes, PYT is now got that NGW tag team title shot, but Playboy said this is a year of PYT, but now they're going after the tag team title, so we're going to find out next week, because they're not only going against the fam, they're going up to the first ever NGW two-time tag team champions, the fam. So this is going to be an interesting match.
Yeah, and our main event will be the current NGW heavyweight champion, Playboy Double H, taking on Dexter.
Yes, this match was made before Wrestling for a Cure. That the winner of Wrestling for a Cure, either Chris Cade or Playboy Double H, would wrestle at Scorch Earth against Dexter Roswell. And, Playboy retained, so now it's Playboy and Dexter one-on-one for that heavyweight title.
Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a match there.
Yes.
I mean, Playboy cashed in his right to fight contract against Dexter.
And, Dexter was completely caught off guard. We were all caught off guard by the surprise of Playboy coming in to cash it in. And with PYT out there making it a triple threat, they held Ricky Cruz out there and, proved a point, took that title off Dexter. So Dexter's looking to get a little redemption against Playboy.
Yeah. It's going to be, this weekend, go out, check out MMWA.
Yes.
Next weekend, go out and check out NGW.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the next week, where are we going to be at, Scott?
We're going to be at Mount Vernon, Night of Honor. This is the second class going in the IWA Productions Hall of Fame. I mean, it's going to be, and we're also going to have the return of former TNA star Chase Stevens and Ryan Van Rocket of OVW are going to be returning to IWA.
Yeah, we're going to be getting, quite a few appearances there. And,
yes,
we're going to be, they're going to be inducting, the newest members into the IWA Productions Hall of Fame. We're going to have Scar and Pretty Boy Floyd and Warrior Animal.
Yes, I mean, that class right there of, Pretty Boy Floyd definitely deserves. Scar deserves, Road Warrior Animal. The classes, they're all deserving. It's going to be a great night for them. And, also, like I said, Chase Stevens, Ryan Van Rocket are going to be there. But, Chris Thomas is going to be there, the IWA Heavyweight Champion. There's going to be a lot going on that night. It's going to be, and we will be talking about that more as we get closer. We are still a few weeks out as more matches are announced. So we will be going more in detail for that one. But yes, the next 3 weekends of wrestling is just going to be stacked.
Yeah, I mean, You have no excuse not to go out to a show
No.
over the next few weeks.
Yeah. If you can't make it to all of them, if you can make one of them would be great. You know, there's always wrestling somewhere. So go on and support independent wrestling anywhere you get, any chance you can get.
Yeah. But, you know, I said just going to be great end of the month here with all these shows coming up. And
Yes.
you know, like Butcher said, support independent wrestling.
Exactly.
All right, but I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. I also want to give a special thank you to our sponsors, Nick's Home Decor, Bi-State Termite and Pest Control, Needful Things Boutique in Muscoota, Illinois, Laser Monkey Engraving, and the Ringside Buffet out in Mount Vernon. And Scott, did you have anything before we go?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Thank you once again for joining us, and we will be back again next week. Have a good one.